Alright, looks like we're rolling. What's going on, everybody? My name's Logzaddy, and welcome back to another video, and I guess I'm back. I don't know if I'm gonna be back for very long. I'm only gonna keep this at around a minute, but I want to explain where I've been. Um, I've been dealing with a school, and if you guys read my community post, you guys would know that my dad was in the ICU. I don't know how to approach this, like, respectfully, but my dad did unfortunately pass away, and it's taken a toll on my entire life. Anything I look at now, or I look at something, I always think of him, and I'm kind of just dealing with this grief right now, and I don't know when I'll be back or if I'll ever feel 100% again. I'm trying to see where I can go with this, because this video technically is a tribute to my dad, and I just want to say that I love you, Dad. I love and miss you so much. My dad was a confusing man. He could be teaching me life lessons one minute, and next he'd be buying lottery tickets, knowing it was a scam. Through entering random gambling competitions at the fair or heading to the casino with my stepmom, he loved taking chances. That was just him. A little unpredictable, a little stubborn, but always someone who made life interesting. My dad was only 53 years old. That to me feels way too young. He was born on December 7th, 1972, and he left us on May 6th, 2026. And I still can't really believe I'm standing here having to say goodbye. When I think about my dad, I don't think of one big memory. I think of hundreds of little ones that built who I am. I remember all the times he spoiled me to death. He always told me he wanted to give me what he never had, and he succeeded amazingly. I'll appreciate all the things he bought me in life. I remember last year we went to the fair, and somehow he found the gambling side of it. He was trying to enter a competition. I also remember all the lottery tickets he bought. I remember the casino trips he used to tell me about with my stepmom. I remember getting 2 keyboards for Christmas one time, one at my mom's and one at his house. I played them for a little while, then never touched them again. He probably knew that would happen, but he still got them for me anyway. I remember all the car wrecks we somehow survived. And one in particular with my dad, my uncle, and me, we hit black ice and started spinning in circles. I was in the back yelling, "Wee!" like it was some amusement ride. I was so innocent back then. I remember all the times he built me. I remember all the things he built with me. When it came to giant Lego sets, a 2-story house, a plane, a Kinect roller coaster, and I also remember breaking almost every single thing he built. He gets so mad, and now I laugh because I'm pretty sure I tested his patience for years. I remember singing Kids Rock all summer long when I was little in front of my mom. She did not appreciate that. My dad thought it was funny. My mom told me about a time when he hurt himself working on a car and yelled, "Damn it!" And little me copied him in the exact same voice. I looked up to him that much. Whatever he did, I thought it was right. I remember when I tried to install the CPU in my first computer and snapped the chipset on the motherboard. He had to buy a whole new one. He was furious. But now that's one of the funny memories I have. I remember muddying in the Jeep with him and my stepbrother, and the spider that jumped on my stepbrother. That moment still makes me laugh. And I'll never forget last summer. I was working all the time and not really enjoying life. And he noticed. He felt bad. So he took the time off and planned a week for us. We went to the water park with the family. He went down every slide with me. And I made my stepmom go down one too. I didn't know how much that week would mean to me. He showed up for the important things too. He saw me graduate high school. He was so proud of me. I just wish he could have seen me graduate college too. When I started my first YouTube channel, he shared my very first video on Facebook. It hit 100 views, and to me that was huge. He knew how big that dream was for me. Even recently I showed him my current channel, and he laughed and told me to keep going. So I will. I'll keep going for you, Dad. He supported me in everything. No matter what I did, he made me feel like he was proud of me. That kind of support changes a person. I remember going to the hibachi place with him this past Christmas. I'm glad my other stepbrother recorded that video because it's the only video I have of him now. I remember taking ATA Taekwondo classes. He always called me his karate kid, even though it wasn't karate. He was proud anyway. He was sad when I quit though. I remember working with him for 2 summers at Mossberg. I always cherish that. He taught me our work ethic by living it every day. I remember when I loved NASCAR and he got me a custom-made Jeff Gordon jacket when I was a baby. We almost went to a race together. I remember him and my mom taking me to see Gravedigger for the first time at a monster truck stadium. It was so loud, I loved it. I remember the old house too with my stepmom, and biking around even though I complain half the time. I'd do anything to complain through one more bike ride with him. I remember when I got my license, he called me the entire 5-hour drive the first time when I was out alone, just to make sure I made it okay. I remember us building my first computer together, and years later he was proud that I upgraded it by myself. I remember going shooting with him, and how surprised he was that I could hit the target. I still have that target. I remember his laugh, that contagious laugh, and that smile. I'll never forget either one. I remember our little world in the apartment playing Call of Duty, watching My Name is Earl and replaying Kick-Ass, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy, and the Dukes of Hazzard over and over, or any Adam Sandler film. Those were our favorite ones at the time. I remember staying up late playing games with him and my uncle. I still remember his gamer tag, Giving Dave. I remember the rides at the fair, the ones that spun us so hard we both agreed to never go on it again. I remember all the Thanksgivings, Christmases, and birthday dinners. He was a great cook. I wish I learned more from him because he made the best brats I've ever had. I remember introducing me to Timmy's Pizza and Pizza King. I'm going to miss him getting that for me so much. He never missed a night telling me goodnight and that he loved me. Ever. From the day he got me my first phone, which was an iPhone 4, he made sure of that. He taught me so much. He taught me how to shave, how to drive stick, how to cook, how to save money, how to invest, how to detail a car, how to change oil, how to change a tire, how to work on an engine, how to build a computer, how to fight, how to stand up to bullies, how to act on a date, how to carry myself, and what it means to be a man. A lot of what I know about life I learned from watching him. Some of the hardest memories are the ones that remind me of how much we missed each other. I remember crying when he had to leave my state. 5 hours felt like forever. I remember the first time I saw him in the ICU. I couldn't stop crying. I saw the look on his face, and I thought he'd be okay. I prayed every night for him. I really believed he would come home. And in a way, he did. Just not the way I wanted. I remember all the times as a kid when I had to leave him after visits. He cried. I cried. We hated being apart. I remember when I first started therapy and he was worried about me. I stopped going because I started talking to him instead. He became the person I came to with my problems. He was my therapist before I even knew I needed one. I remember when his dad died. That was the first time I saw him cry. I was still just his little boy, and seeing him hurt like that stayed with me forever. And there's things I'll always wish for. I wish I could talk to him one more time. I wish I can hear him say he loves me one more time. I wish I could hug him one more time. I wish we went golfing. I wish I went to New Orleans with him. I wish we went fishing again. I wish he was here for my college graduation. I wish we had more time. I wish we built our project car. I wish he could see my future family, my wedding, my kids. I wish we watched one more movie together. I wish we went to the water park again. I wish we went to Key West like he talked about. I wish we sat on the couch and talked one more time. I wish we went to Cedar Point like we planned. I wish I called more. I wish I texted more. I wish we drove those country roads and talked about life one more time. My dad was a great dad. A fantastic dad. And even now I still can't imagine a world where he's not here. There's probably a lot of stuff that I left out. Most likely I did. But I'll miss you a lot, Dad. You were my absolute everything. I remember growing up and looking up to you a lot. Then when my teenage years started, I kind of stopped. I went through a phase where I thought I didn't need you anymore in my life. And there was even a point where I kind of resented you. Then when I got a little older, I started regretting that. And I hate how much of a stupid kid I was. I wish I had been more mature in those years. But everything happened to make me the man I am today. And you helped me make that man. Thank you. Thank you for being the kind of father any son could ask for, even though you left a little too early for my taste. You did a great job. A fantastic job, even. I will always remember you, Dad. I will always talk about you. That's why I gained the courage and strength to do this in front of everyone today. I loved my dad very much, and I know he loved me. I just wish he could have spent a little longer on this planet, but now you're in heaven, Dad. You're up there with your dad now. I'm going to live my life the best way I can without you here. And I'll be seeing you soon, Dad. I don't know when, that's up to God, but someday. I love and miss you so much, Dad. Remember that. You were my everything.